this is going to be the first vlog in March where I don't have a theatre trip, and that makes me a little bit sad. Hey everyone, my name's Chloe, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for being here today. Today's video is the start of a new weekly reading vlog. It is actually a reading vlog this time. I've been not calling them that for the last couple of weeks because they've been more like just weekly vlogs of me at various theatre trips, but I travelled back from London this morning. I did actually remember to vlog this morning because in the end of last week's vlog I said you may see me in London at the start of like next week's vlog, you may not, and Meg said she didn't believe that I would actually pick up the camera. I remembered, but I had to leave earlier than Meg did because I had a like set book train. She had an open return, and when I left the hotel, like when I was getting ready to leave at like 9:30, 10 o'clock, she was still like laid in bed, and I was like, I feel a bit rude me sort of like just getting my camera out, like turning the lights on to get my camera out, or just like shoving a camera in her face while she's like, she was awake but like not like up yet, and I felt like I'm not going to do this to her. So I meant to then vlog when I got home, and like I am home now, but it's like 10:30 at night. I've just had the Christopher Long live show. We spoke for like 2 hours about God's Grave. It was fun. God's Grave is an interesting book. Like there's a lot of things that like you think you know from book one that just get completely like messed up in the second book, and I really enjoyed it. It was an interesting conversation. I have actually read today. I've started Yerba Buena by Nina LaCour. I'm finally reading this after having an arc of it. I am really enjoying it so far actually. I'm like 100 pages in now. It's 275 pages long. I probably could have finished it today if I wasn't on the live show tonight. I was reading it, there was reading the arc on my Kindle on the way home, and it was just like a really quick read, and I was thinking maybe I'll carry on reading it on there because maybe like that's making me read it quicker, but then I realised the writing is like really big, so I should be fine to get through it. I'm going to try and read a bit more tonight, but I am also starting to get tired. Like I don't feel that tired. I'm making a lot of noise with this book, let me put it down. I don't feel that tired like in and of myself, but like my eyes are stinging a little bit, so I should probably sleep, but we will see. I may try and read just a little bit before I go to sleep. I also do need to unpack my case. I've just realised I opened it up to get something out of it and I haven't unpacked properly, so I'm going to do that as well, and then we'll catch up with you guys tomorrow. I'm going to a V.H. Schwab event tomorrow night. It's not a sign-in, it's more like a talk, because she's doing this thing where basically she said that she would prefer to spend more time having the talk and having like an in-depth Q&A and things like that, rather than having just like a shorter bit of that and then having like a really quick like 30 seconds of everyone, so she can like get through a long signing line, which is like obviously fairly exhausting to be there like signing your own name and having to like make like and having to like be constantly meeting new people. It's like, I can imagine it would take a lot out of you. So she said that she would rather like pre-sign the books, which you can still buy a signed copy of paperback of Addy, and I've got it personalised. I'm picking that up on the day, which said she'd rather do that and then be able to said have like in-depth discussions, and she'll do like a proper Q&A where you can ask her any questions you want into. So I'm going to that tomorrow night in Leeds after I finish work, and then yeah, probably won't read much else. Well, I'll read on the train obviously, but other than that I don't think I have many plans for the week to keep you updated on. Like I said, the last couple of weeks I've had theatre trips. I'm still like thinking about some of the things that I've seen this weekend, and like it's a shame that like a lot of the stuff I've seen are like one-off performances or things that are closing soon, because they're things that I would love to see again. I'm looking forward to my theatre wrap up this month, because like particularly we went to a concert version of Once last night, and I've got a lot of thoughts on that in my head at the minute, and so I'm looking forward to talking about that, and have a lot of theatre booked again at the end of the month, but nothing this week, which is a little bit sad. If I could, I would like go and see at least one thing every week, but just like where I'm living at the minute, it's not really possible, but who knows, maybe in the future. Right, I'm gonna go because I'm rambling now, but I will catch up with you guys tomorrow.
Yeah, writer. So I feel like Gloria was putting me on blast a little bit because I was like, I'm not a real writer, I am just playing.
Hello, I'm editing next week's vlog, so it reminded me to film a clip for this week's vlog. It is Wednesday, I am not at work today, so we are doing a 24-hour readathon. It's not really 24 hours, but it's basically just read as much as we can today. My plan is to read or listen to all of the audiobooks for The Hunger Games, because I'm definitely inspired by Lisa reading them all. It's just really made me want to reread them. So I am like a third of the way through the first one at the minute. I've just realised that I need to edit today's vlog though, so I'm going to do that in this sprint. There is me, Meg and Lisa on the sprints at the minute. Some other people may be joining us. Obviously lots of people are at work today, but I know that Gem's got an exam, so depending on how she's feeling after that, she may come and join us at some point. I am also tidying my room. I've got a pile of books to unhaul, and I'm going to start sort of sorting out my shelves. I'm also just getting rid of a load of clutter and rubbish. It's just like an organising day. Last night I went to the V Schwab event in Leeds. It was very good. It was a bit different from like normal book events because there wasn't actually a signing afterwards. I have got a signed copy of the book, which I don't have to hand at the minute. But it was for the paperback of Addie LaRue because she never actually did a tour for Addie. She did a tour for Gallant, but hasn't done a tour for Addie because it came out like autumn 2020. So obviously not able to do tours at that point. So it was interesting to hear her talk like quite in depth about Addie because when we went to the Gallant tour, obviously she was talking more about that. Addie's my favourite story, so it was interesting to hear her talk more about that in particular. There wasn't, like I said, there wasn't a signing at the end because she said that she'd rather do like a longer Q&A session and then be able to, rather than sort of do the signing part, because signing takes a lot out of the authors, obviously. So the Q&A was like an hour 45, I think it was, an hour and a half, an hour and 45. And it was really fun and just some interesting. She talked a little bit about her next book that she's writing, and I'm very, very excited for that one. Not Threads of Power, the one she's writing after that. And yeah, other than that, I don't really have too much to update you on. I am about 50% of the way into Yerba Buena now. I'm very much enjoying it. I'm not in the, I just can't, my brain is not working to give you proper thoughts on it at the minute, but I will give you actual thoughts when I get to the end of it. I still feel like I'm in the setup of it, even though I'm about halfway through. Like, a lot of stuff has happened, but I'm still getting to the setup of the two main characters, kind of their paths intertwining. So I will give you more thoughts when I've got to that. But I'm very much enjoying my listen of the Hunger Games so far. She's about to go into the games, so things are about to start happening. But I know these books so well, so it's quite a good, like, easy thing just to have on while I'm tidying. So I'm going to go and edit so that you can actually see last week's vlog. Hopefully you'll have seen it on time. Hopefully it went up at 4 o'clock on Wednesday, but we will see. Hello. So it is now Thursday morning. I didn't end up filming another update yesterday because I was just sort of powering on with tidying and things. I ended up unhauling like a load of books. You hopefully should have seen an unhaul video before this vlog goes up. Because basically I was going to tidy my room by like starting with all of like the clutter and stuff and just have like bin bags, and I was just going to throw rubbish in, and then I was like, no, there's a pile of books that needs to go on my bookcase and I can't really start tidying until I move those piles of books, so I'll just start unhauling. So I'll just start sorting instead, and then that ended up with me unhauling a load of things. So like I said, I should have put that up already. I did listen to 2 of the 3 audiobooks that I wanted to. You forget that when you're on sprints there is also the chatty bit as well. So like if we weren't talking in between, I would have been able to fit all 3 in, but because we were, I couldn't. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I had a great time talking to Meg and Lisa, but yeah, I've listened to Hunger Games and Catching Fire. I love that these books still hold up. Like, they're still 5-star reads. It's fantastic. Because not every, like, YA book from sort of, like, the late 2000s really holds up. But these ones do, and I'm very happy about that. I'm going to be listening to Mockingjay today while I'm working, because I'm working from home again, and it's one of the days where I can put an audiobook on. So the plan is to listen to all of Mockingjay today, and then go back and finish Yerba Buena, because I didn't end up picking that up as well because I was like literally still tidying my room until midnight, so I didn't actually have time to sit down and physically read, but I should have a bit of time to do that today. Although tonight I do kind of still want to be doing some of the organising because I've got the pile of books now, so now I need to figure out exactly what I'm doing with them. So I need to take photos, put some of them on Vinted, some of them may just be getting donated, but I just need to sort through them and figure out what's going where. So that is the plan. It's the start of my work day now, so I'm gonna go and actually do some work, but I just thought I would catch you up now. I will actually film a clip tonight, I promise. I'll talk to you guys then. Hello. So do you remember last night when I was like, I'm definitely going to film, or yesterday, sometime yesterday, I was like, I'm definitely going to film another clip. Didn't happen. Of course it didn't happen. It's now Friday. It's Friday evening. What did I do last night? I did read some. I wasn't as productive as I wanted to be. Like, I wanted to carry on with tidying and things. I wanted to be filming my own haul video, which I also wanted to be doing tonight, and I'm still not doing. I wanted to like do that and then take pictures of the books that I'm getting rid of so I can put them on Vinted, but I just didn't. I did read though. I read like 30% of my book last night, so I read more of Yerba Buena. I have 20% left to read, which I am hoping to read a decent chunk of tonight. well, actually, I'm hoping to finish it tonight, and I'm also hoping to do some scrapbooking, because basically I have a video going up tomorrow, which is the unhaul, which I'm going to film first thing in the morning. The reason I've not filmed it tonight is that I needed to wash my hair before it like looked decent enough to be on camera, and I didn't want to have to blow dry it tonight, so I've washed it now. It'll dry overnight, and then I'll film first thing in the morning and edit it to go up tomorrow afternoon. And then I have a video that I need to go up on Monday, which is supposed to be about my theatre scrapbook. So I need to like film some stuff of me actually doing stuff in the scrapbook. So I may do some of that tonight. If I don't get around to it tonight, I will definitely do some tomorrow, or Sunday. But at some point this weekend, I will like film a little time lapse of me doing some scrapbooking stuff. So what I'm going to do tonight is definitely finish Yerba Buena, and then depending on how much time I've got after that depends on if I start the scrapbooking, but we will see. I'm currently watching Sprints. I'm watching Drunken Sprints with, the minute it's Ash, Becca and Lisa. I believe Alice was supposed to be on. I'm not sure what time she's joining, if she's joining still, but yeah, we'll see how chaotic these get, because Drunk Sprints are always fun. Slightly sad that I'm not on them, because normally it's a backstage afterwards when it's fun, because usually it's just somebody falling off of a chair. I won't name names, but you know who you are. But maybe I'll ask them for the link just so I can join for the backstage bit at the end. Like, I don't need to be on screen, but can I just see the chaos afterwards? Anyway, I am going to go now, because I would actually like to read some in the sprint. We're in the first sprint at the minute, and I jumped in the shower at the beginning of it, so we have 20 minutes left, and I'm going to try and read some of my book before we come back. And maybe I'll update you tonight, maybe I won't. I'm not making any promises. I will definitely have a clip tomorrow, but I'm not making any more promises for tonight, because that doesn't go well for me. Also though, I'm going to document this for today. So Meg put up her New York vlog today, which obviously featured us going to the theatre many times. 8 times for me, 7 times for her, I think it was. 3 of those performances for her and 2 for me were Hadestown. And there's been rumours of a West End transfer for Hadestown for a while, and then today the rumours have intensified and by that I mean like people that I trust, who normally like talk about these rumours and then they get announced very imminently, have been very much hyping it up today as if a announcement is coming very soon. And I mean, maybe it'll come this weekend, maybe it'll become next week, because it's the first day of spring, and you know that is pretty good timing for Hadestown to make a announcement, because spring will come again is a whole big concept of the show. But like I enjoyed it when I saw it, but it wasn't like the show that I went over to New York to see. Like, that was at Moulin Rouge, but obviously I can see Moulin Rouge over here anyway. But like Hadestown, I really enjoyed it when I saw it, but I didn't expect to be like this hyped up about a potential announcement. But like, they just need to hurry up and announce it, because I need to see it again. I'm currently listening to it. Like, as soon as I stop recording this, the music starts again from my phone, and I just need to see it again. So if they can like rush that announcement through, that would be great. Thank you. Hello, it is now Saturday morning. I have just filmed a video, hence why we're in this setup as per usual. I have just filmed my unhaul video. I'm going to go and edit that now, and then I should be listening to my audiobook. Like this morning I should have been listening to my audiobook, but I went on TikTok this morning, and Taylor Swift started her Eras tour last night, and may have cried watching the opening of it, because like the Loverfest, the last Taylor Swift tour that was supposed to happen that got cancelled, was one of like the big things that got cancelled in COVID and that I had tickets for. And it's one of the things that I'm like still bitter about. Like, I know there's so many like other awful stuff obviously that happened in the pandemic, but that was one of the things that like on a personal level, like just kind of when that got cancelled officially, that was one of the things that was like, oh, okay, like this is like everything's changing at the minute. So like the fact that she opens the Eras tour going straight into Lover just like made me cry for some unknown reason, and now I just want to listen to Taylor Swift all day. So I found all my CDs out, because I'm listening from the beginning and doing all the eras. So I've listened to the self-titled album so far, and I will move on to Fearless, but I want to listen to the versions where I'm not feeling guilty about who I'm giving money to. So I'm listening to the CDs, because I'm not giving royalties to anyone by listening to those, because I've had them for many years. There is no money coming out of my pocket for those now. So I should read, but we all know I'm just going to put Taylor Swift back on instead. I will read at some point later on, but while I'm editing, I can listen to Taylor Swift. So I just thought I would give you this update, and I will catch up with you guys later. Oh, I finished Yerba Buena last night. I didn't tell you that. I finished Yerba Buena. I gave it 4 stars. I did very much enjoy it. I feel like I just wanted... I haven't even told you what it's about at all. Basically, it's about these 2 women who meet because they both work at this restaurant, and basically when they both meet, one of them's having an affair with the owner, one of them is coming in to design the new cocktail menu for the bar, and they have this sort of like instant connection, but it doesn't like take off straight away because one of them's having an affair with the owner. And then they meet again like a while later, and this is when they actually sort of come together and have a relationship. But it's about their two lives, but it's also like about what brought them to that moment in the first place. So it starts off with them both as teenagers, and they both had like some like difficult things happen when they were teenagers, and it's kind of about that. And then when they come together, they're still sort of dealing with things from that. It's hard to explain because like not very much happens in it, but that is a theme with Nina LaCour books. Like they're just like sort of quietly beautiful. I say not very much happens. Like it starts off pretty grim, to be honest, but it's not really like easy to explain like in a synopsis necessarily. But I did enjoy it. I feel like I wanted a little bit more of their relationship with each other. Like it took a while to get to that point, and then once they were actually together, it just felt like very quickly before they sort of diverged again for a while. And I feel and I feel like because I didn't see much of them together, I wasn't necessarily rooting for them to come back to each other. If that makes any sense at all. But I did enjoy it. The writing was beautiful. Nina LaCour's writing always is like something just really easy to fall into. So I had a good time, but not my favourite of her books that I've read. I think that is still We Are Okay. But I'm going to start listening to The Stolen Heir at some point today. But right now I'm going to go and listen to Taylor Swift. Hello, I thought I should probably come in and end this vlog. Oh, there we go. I have my actual light in front of me. It's making me look very, very shiny though. It's Sunday evening. I haven't read anything since I last spoke to you. I think I told you when I finished my last book. I think I told you I was going to start The Stolen Heir. I have started it. I've only read like a chapter so far. I've been busy. So yesterday what did I even do? I say I was busy. Yesterday I spent half the day watching videos of the Taylor Swift concert from Friday night because I had to. And then just listening to Taylor Swift music because, again, I had to. And then I was baking in the evening time. And I should have inserted some B-roll of that, actually. I made cupcakes for my mum for Mother's Day. And then sat downstairs with my parents and didn't really pick up my book, so that's why I haven't read very much. So I don't actually have any thoughts on The Stolen Heir at the minute, but I am reading it, I promise. And then today I took my mum to the cinema for Mother's Day. We went to see a very lovely film from Mother Daughter to see together. We went to go and see Scream 6, which was fun. I had a great time. And then I've come home and I've been filming a video of me scrapbooking. I don't know if you're going to have actually seen that video because I don't know if I actually hate what I filmed, and if I did then you won't have seen it because there'll have been no video on Monday because Monday is not technically part of my schedule, but I am starting to put up an extra video every week, and so far I've been like able to put one up on Monday, but if I hate the video it's not going up, so it's fine. We will see. But I just thought I would come in and end this vlog. What did I do this week? I finished reading. Did I finish Paris, Style and Court this week, or was that last week? I can't remember. No, I finished that last week. I finished that in the hotel. So I read something else after. I read Yerba Buena. I gave that one 4 stars. I enjoyed it, but I just wanted a bit more of the two main characters like together. I read all 3 of the Hunger Games books. I listened to the audiobooks of them. Had a great time. They still stand up. Like, I love them so much. I really want to rewatch the films now. And then I've started The Stolen Heir, which I will hopefully finish like fairly quickly. I think when I start sitting down and reading it properly, I will like be able to power through it, no problem. But I just haven't had the chance to sit down and read it yet. But hopefully tomorrow night. And then how many books do I have left on my TBR? I think I've got 3 left. I've got a volume of Saga, which is going to be very, very quick to read. I've got, I think it's free after The Stolen Heir. It's free after The Stolen Heir because I'm just thinking of what I've already read. I've got a volume of Saga. I've got, I keep forgetting these are Dream Thieves. And then something else that is on my TBR. Oh, Dark Dawn, obviously. So not too bad. Dark Dawn I am purposely leaving till like towards the end of the month. I'm going to try and read that like next weekend. I would like to get The Stolen Heir and Dream Thieves done next week so that then the week after I can just read extras and sort of focus on things that are going to get points and marvel up on. At the minute, our team is in the lead, but we will see. I mean, there's a lot of people that haven't logged the books yet. There's a lot of people for our team that haven't logged the books yet, so we will see how it goes. I have every faith that we are going to win though. So yeah, I'm going to wrap this up here. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff down below, and I'll see you guys soon with a new video. Bye.